Hello there you guys, now I'm back with a new video, finally. I apologise for being a little bit late to this. Obviously, the community has been all over the place when it comes to this new Ninjago teaser kind of clip we've been seeing recently. The community has gone absolutely wild with all kinds of theories and just kind of opinions regarding it, and I've seen all of those, but I just haven't been able to record a video for a little bit of a while. Life kind of gets in the way sometimes, and YouTube isn't necessarily a big priority, but regardless, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, and today I just want to have a fairly brief, but also just interesting discussion when it comes to this new clip, because it was pretty cool in my opinion. Like, if I just had to sum this up and you guys could click off this video now, yeah, it was really cool, and it's definitely got me more and more hyped and intrigued, I'd say, to see Dragons Rising in its entirety, Season 2, that is. So the clip was called The Dragon Master, and let me just say that I think this Dragon Master that Lloyd was essentially freaking out about was definitely Egalt, obviously the Master Dragon. There's a whole set centered around Egalt. If it isn't, you know, Egalt, and if this is actually somebody else, then that's going to be such a crazy plot twist, but that's kind of a video for another time. I definitely think that this will actually be Egalt, but theoretically it would be wild if it wasn't. But I liked this a lot, and just kind of while we're on the topic of this teaser, of course, I think that Lloyd's visions and like the way they're being executed is really great. This isn't a new thing. We of course did get some pretty big Lloyd visions within Season 1 of Dragons Rising, but from what we can tell from this particular clip so far, I would go ahead and say that this newer vision Lloyd has just had, and like the aftermath of it especially, is on a next level. We got a glimpse into an actual vision itself in the very first teaser clip for Season 2 of Dragons Rising, and obviously this new clip that we just had, we don't actually see the vision itself, but we see Lloyd's reaction to it just after he woke up, presumably, and he's trying to explain it to a very alarmed Aaron and Sora, I guess. I like how intense they're starting to become. It wasn't necessarily as much like this as it was this time around. You know, in Season 1, he seemed a bit more relaxed, at least, but in Season 2, at least so far, Lloyd seems really alarmed, almost like he's having some sort of panic attack trying to explain himself to the ninja, Aaron and Sora in this case, and I think that's really great. I've got a little bit of a theory that maybe these visions are going to start happening more and more often, and Lloyd's reaction to them is going to become more and more extreme. I think that would be a really interesting way to kind of take Lloyd's character in the future, you know, kind of just see how he deals with all of this and everything in between. I think that's definitely a fairly realistic and interesting direction that the writers could take this, in my personal opinion anyway. Feel free to let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Moving on to the actual content of the dream, vision, whatever you want to call it itself, I think it was really interesting actually, and I do have a few thoughts to share on that. Again, as I was mentioning earlier, I think that this Master Lloyd kind of had a vision about was definitely Egalt the Master Dragon, like, just no doubt about it. I don't see how or who else it would be. But what's really interesting is, like, this whole shatter spin thing. It's, I suppose, going to be some sort of new martial art, and feel free to fill me in on this in the comments. I don't think I've missed any leak recently, but yeah, we basically know nothing about Shatter Spin in my personal opinion from what I've seen. Again, feel free to let me know if I'm wrong on that. So it's very interesting. I've seen a lot of different theories in the Ninjago community. Obviously, nobody really has any true answer, but yeah, it's really interesting in my opinion, and I'm just kind of excited to see what this whole Shatter Spin thing is. Whatever it is, it's perhaps going to be something that the ninja use, obviously, to fight the villains, but potentially it's going to be like the only thing that defeats Raz's master and this whole new army. Again, we don't know what it is exactly, but yeah, it's something to keep in mind, and it's something to definitely be thinking about as we head into the release of Season 2. I think that's basically going to conclude my thoughts here. There were two main things I wanted to talk about, Lloyd himself and my ideas for Lloyd's character in the future and how he deals with the visions. You guys get the point. And there was also the topic of the dream itself, Shatter Spin, Egalt, and everything like that. So yeah, I think I've definitely touched on everything I came into this wanting to do. So hopefully you guys did all end up enjoying this one. A bit more of a relaxed one, just kind of all over the place, sharing some thoughts. Hopefully you enjoyed it though. If you did, please do go ahead and consider leaving a like on today's video. Again, only if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel. We are really close to 5,000 subscribers, and any extra support is truly appreciated. And while you guys are down there, be sure to also turn on that notification bell, just so that you can keep up to date on all of my new content whenever I do release it. And yeah, that's basically going to conclude things here, guys. So take it easy, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.